The Zinthari, a peaceful and highly advanced species, had been traveling across the galaxy for centuries, studying life forms and cultures on distant planets. Their ships, sleek and metallic, glided silently through the cosmos, exploring and cataloging the wonders of the universe. Their mission was to observe and learn, not to interfere. When they first detected Earth, it appeared like any other planet, vibrant with life and potential, but nothing extraordinary. It was located in a relatively unremarkable corner of the galaxy, its population composed of a species known as humans. However, there was something about this planet that piqued the Zinthari's curiosity, a term they encountered in their scans of human history: El Nido de Avispas, or the Wasps Nest. The phrase appeared frequently in human media, historical texts, and even in the day-to-day conversations of Earth's inhabitants. But the Zinthari could not make sense of it. The term seemed to describe the planet as something dangerous, chaotic, even hostile, which was perplexing to the Zinthari. After all, their species had studied countless planets, and they had yet to encounter one with such a reputation. The Zinthari were a peaceful species, valuing harmony and tranquility. They had never had to fight for survival, nor had they encountered any species that had a truly hostile nature. Yet, humans appeared to use the term in reference to their own home. Was Earth truly a place of such danger? And why would it be compared to a wasp's nest, a symbol of aggression and territorial defense? Intrigued, the Zinthari decided to send one of their ships to Earth. They needed to understand the significance of this term and determine what made Earth so unique. As they approached the planet, they deployed their probes to gather initial data, observing Earth's environment, its atmosphere, and its inhabitants. The planet was beautiful, teeming with life. But there was something unsettling about it. The Zinthari noted the frequency of conflicts in Earth's history, the wars, the revolutions, and the battles that had scarred the planet's past. Yet, despite these conflicts, Earth had endured, and humanity had continued to thrive. As the Zinthari gathered more data, they found themselves at a crossroads. They had come to Earth to learn, but now they had a deeper question. Why was Earth called the Wasp's Nest? Was it truly a planet that harbored such chaos and danger? Were humans a species bent on destruction? Or was there something else beneath the surface, something that made Earth more than just a violent, unstable world? The Zinthari knew they needed to get closer to the humans to truly understand. They couldn't rely solely on their observations. They needed to experience Earth firsthand. The answers were not in the data alone. They decided to conduct a more direct investigation. They would land on Earth, interact with its people, and learn what made this planet so extraordinary. With this decision made, the Zinthari prepared for their descent. Their ship, sleek and silent, made its way through Earth's atmosphere, entering a world that was both unfamiliar and full of mystery. The Zinthari, who had long ago learned to avoid direct confrontation, now faced the unknown. Earth was a place they had yet to fully comprehend, but it was a place they were about to discover, one that would reveal the true meaning of El Nido de Avispas and change their perspective on humanity forever. As the Zinthari continued to observe humanity, the meaning behind the phrase, El Nido de Avispas, became clearer. The wasp's nest, once an enigmatic metaphor, now seemed like an apt description for Earth. The Zinthari had initially believed that the term referred to the chaos and violence they had seen among humans, but they soon realized there was more to it. The metaphor wasn't just about disorder, it was about survival. Earth, and humanity in particular, had been built through conflict, but that conflict had forged an unbreakable will to survive, to protect their home at all costs. The Zinthari had seen many planets across the galaxy, but none were like Earth. Most other species had long ago found ways to resolve their differences peacefully, but humans had taken a different path. They had endured the harshest of conditions, waging wars against each other, against nature, and even against alien invaders. Despite being technologically inferior, humanity had repeatedly risen to the challenge, fending off threats far more advanced than themselves. The Zinthari were baffled at how a species with such limited resources could hold their own against beings with far superior technology. One particular example struck the Zinthari deeply. They learned of a battle in Earth's history in which a much more advanced alien species, equipped with superior weapons and ships, had attempted to invade. The humans, with their inferior technology, had fought back. The invaders underestimated humanity's resolve, expecting to wipe them out easily. But the humans, with their ingenuity and sheer determination, had found a way to turn the tide of the battle. The Zinthari could hardly believe it. How could a species so technologically outclassed fight back with such tenacity and skill? The Zinthari began to understand that Earth's resilience lay not just in its ability to fight, but in its unyielding will to live. Humans had a unique trait. They could withstand almost anything, adapt to almost any challenge, and keep going even when the odds were stacked against them. Every conflict, every struggle, had only served to make humanity stronger, more capable, and more determined to survive. The Zinthari could see now that the metaphor of the wasp's nest was a perfect reflection of this. Wasps, when threatened, would swarm to protect their home, using their sting to fight off even the most dangerous predators. Similarly, humans had learned to fight for their survival no matter the cost. As the Zinthari dug deeper into humanity's history, they found a consistent theme: survival at all costs. Humans had faced extinction before, whether through war, disease, or environmental collapse, yet they had always found a way to push forward, to adapt, to fight back. The Zinthari were astonished by the human capacity for resilience, something they had never encountered in other species. Other races might fight, but few had the sheer will to endure and recover like humanity did. In the face of overwhelming destruction, humanity found a way to rise again. The Zinthari spoke to humans who had experienced these struggles firsthand. They listened to the stories of survivors, of people who had lived through wars, famines, and societal collapses. These individuals did not speak of weakness. Instead, they spoke of strength, of overcoming the odds and fighting for what was right. It was a theme the Zinthari found repeated again and again. Humans didn't just endure hardship. They learned from it, grew stronger from it, and ultimately triumphed because of it. The more the Zinthari learned about Earth's history and humanity's journey, the more they understood the true meaning of El Nido de Avispas. It wasn't just a reference to the chaos and conflict. It was a recognition of the strength that came from enduring those trials. Earth, like the wasp's nest, was a place of danger, yes, but it was also a place of immense power. The wasp's sting was a symbol of Earth's power to defend itself, to push back against any force that threatened it. And the Zinthari realized that humanity's greatest strength was not just their ability to fight, but their ability to defend their home, to protect what was theirs, no matter the odds. It became clear to the Zinthari that Earth was not a planet to be underestimated. Humans were not a species to be dismissed as primitive or chaotic. Their ability to survive, to defend themselves against overwhelming forces, and to adapt to any challenge was something the Zinthari had never fully appreciated until now. They began to see Earth in a new light, not just as a planet full of conflict, but as a world where life in all its forms had learned to thrive in the most hostile of conditions. And in this, the Zinthari found a new respect for humanity, a respect that would influence their decisions moving forward. Earth's people were not simply survivors. They were warriors, and the Zinthari had come to understand the true depth of that strength.